I'm still recording.
Stop recording. Seriously.
Day one, Ash is struggling to cope with the local culture.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm back. Alright, hey everybody. So my name's Ashley. I'm a fourth year medical student at Griffith University. You probably already know that since you're... I don't know where you got this from. So, day one at Kiunga. It's been pretty exciting so far, I must admit. First impressions of the hospital. Very different to what we're used to. Not just financially different, but culturally different as well. Financially, obviously, they had hardly anything to work with. I was in the birthing suite today with all the obstetrics and gynecology, and first thing I noticed, the nurses said to me, "We don't do aseptic technique here." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, it's a bit different," but they just sort of improvised a lot. For example, they've been given a Doppler ultrasound to listen to the baby's fetal heart sounds, and they'd run out of ultrasound jelly. So instead of using the jelly, they were using eye ointment. So that was working quite well as a conducting agent, but obviously probably not as cost efficient as the jelly itself. Another thing was they didn't have any gauze or any sort of blueies or anything like that, so during the delivery they were just using cotton wool to mop up the women and keep everything clean. And the first baby that that was delivered in the hospital while I was there, there was meconium liquor, and the baby came out and it sort of wasn't quite breathing to start off with, and the nurse was sort of just standing there looking around trying to find the suction because it wasn't already plugged in ready to go, and but the baby started breathing fine on its own, so it wasn't really a big deal. But yeah, very different to what we're used to, very, very different. And the relationships between the nurses and the patients are also very different. There's sort of more of a patriarchal kind of system, whereas we're taught to ask what the patient wants and go like that, but there's sort of more, you do this, you do that, and the patient sort of just listened, and yeah, it was interesting though. But today we didn't get to do too much of that because we spent most of the day cleaning up our new digs, as you've probably already been on the tour of the house. That was fun though, kind of therapeutic having to scrub down all the walls. But now the place is looking half decent, so that's pretty cool. What else did we do today? We went to a Kai bar, which is, Kai means food, bar, obviously, food bar. So it was like walking into a canteen sort of, and they had hot plates of different types of food that you could try. Some stuff that Westerners would like chips and fried chicken and all that, and then some stuff that the Papua New Guineans like taro, which is kind of a carbohydrate vegetable that's a bit like potato, just a different texture. And they had cooked bananas and things like that as well, which was pretty interesting. Then we went to the markets and we bought fish, fresh fish that they'd caught from the river, and we cooked that up tonight. It was really good. And now we're gonna go to bed because we're tired. Any questions you got, Tim?
No, that's good.
Right. Okay.